Thank you.
That means we have started. Welcome to today's class, guys. It's Excel, Introduction to Excel, and I'm going to be your instructor for today. It's going to be, I'm going to take it slowly so as to capture everything, and I encourage you to ask questions along the way so that I can explain. And it's also important that your questions stand within what we are learning, because Excel is a robust application. It's a robust application. So if you ask questions outside the scope of what we're learning at this point, it will be a form of distraction. Not that I cannot answer them, but it will be a form of distraction for all of us. So let us take it stage by stage. Well, is that okay? Right, so let's move on. This is Excel. Excel is the foremost business intelligence tool built in the 90s. And it looks very simple when you look at it, but it is super powerful. It gives you so much power to do a whole lot of things. So Excel can be used to build a simple result sheet for schools, can be used to build a complex model and even front-end application for companies. As simple as building, it's as simple as building result sheet and data entry work to as complex as building a robust model. So that's what Excel does for you. So I will, for the sake of this, we're going to channel our Excel to more of what we need to use it for. It's going to be more of data analytics and the software development software development. So let's head on to this. So here, this is Excel, and this is the interface you see when you open Excel, when you open Excel workbook. And talking about Excel workbook, what is a workbook? The workbook is the file itself, Excel file. That's what a workbook is. And this is a workbook. So this is a workbook. This is an Excel workbook. So inside a workbook, we have sheets, worksheets. Inside a workbook, we have worksheets, and you can have several worksheets in a workbook. The workbook is the Excel file in your system. Inside a workbook, you have several worksheets. Please take note of that. So my workbook is opened like this. This is my workbook, as you're seeing it. When you go down here, you will see my worksheets. This is sheet 1. This is already renamed. These are different sheets on my Excel workbook. So when you go up here, you will see what we call quick access tool, QAT, quick access tool. So at this top, if I click on this, if I toggle on this, I toggle on it on, what happens is that it asks me to log into my OneDrive account. You can see my personal OneDrive account. When I click on it, whatever I do here will be saved on my account, OneDrive account online. So at this point, I don't need to save it. I will just keep working because I have enabled auto save. Because I enabled auto save, it will keep saving on the cloud. So that's what this does. And this is to save. This is undo. This is redo. And up here, you will see the name of your worksheet, workbook. You will see the name of your workbook. Up here, you will see the name, and you can also rename it. All right. So, and you want to search for anything, you can come here and search, but this is seldomly used. So if you have an account, you will see that your name will show there and the account attached to it. And look at it there. And I am signed in. I am signed in as my name here, as Kingsley. So that's it for this quick access guide. This is quick access guide. It's so easy for you to just go there and do what you want to do using your mouse. So below the quick access guide, we have the tabs. We have the tabs, TAB. So, and these are the tabs. These are the tabs. In every tab, there is what we call ribbon. Within every tab, there is what we call ribbon. You can see the ribbon here. This is the ribbon in the home tab. And as you can see it, home is selected. This is home tab. Click on the home, all the ribbons on the home tab opens. And that's how simple it is. So this helps it organize things based on the tabs they belong to or on the category they belong to. All right, so let's move on. Remember to ask questions if you are confused, if you're not following. Ensure you ask questions. Don't depend on video. Ask the question now. Don't depend on video to catch up. Please follow up here. Thank you. All right, so if I come here and double click, as I double click, you can see I have hidden my ribbon. So what happens is that it gives you more space to work on the canvas or on the interface. It gives you more space to work. If I want my ribbon to return, I will double click again and it is back. Double click on the tab, the ribbon disappears. However, when you click on the next tab, it still shows you that particular ribbon. The ribbon for that particular tab, it does not disappear. So the whole idea is just double click this to give me more space to work. I don't want distraction. However, it's not something I use all the time. I like my ribbon to be up there. It's easier for me to use and make some corrections. So, and like I said, these are all the ribbon, and it's very important that you understand how to easily use all these things. You can see on the inside, you need to know what is and where they are on the tab and ribbon. That makes it easy. It's so complex, but it's not something you can learn in a day, in a week. No, it's something you keep learning until it becomes part of you. Yes, so let's move on. The next is the name box. So you see where my cursor, my mouse is, my cursor is my cursor selected, and as it selects that particular point, it shows the name of the cell I selected. If I come and select here, it quickly tells me the name, and this is what we call the name box. This is the name box. Anywhere it selects it. If I select anywhere I select, it shows me what I selected. And that is a name box. So the next is the formula bar. This is where you can actually come and write your formula and function whenever you want. After writing your formula and function, you can click here, enter, to enter it. This is where you write your formula, and then you click here to enter it. And if you want to make it bigger, you come by the side and make it expanded so that you have enough space to write. I also see the long formula you are actually writing. When you're done, you can click the arrow up to close it, and then you continue with what you are doing. Are we good? Guys, talk to me. Are we good?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, it's making sense. Good. All right, so the next is, say I want to select, I select like multiple cells, and I select multiple cells, I wrap it. Sorry, I merge it. And then I type text. All right, so as I type text, you see where the text is. But I can control it to be wherever I want it to be, irrespective of its whole size. So this gives you more control of where you want your cell to be. So text to be. So highlighting it, if I want it to be in the middle, I will come here. Middle, it's already in the middle down. Then see the one up here. Hold on. You see this one up here? It's already center aligned, but it's aligned at the bottom. But if I want it in the middle, I'll have to click this up here, middle align. Then it comes to the center to stay. So it's center align and then middle align. If I want it to be by the, all right, so watch what happened. So this is top align, center align, then top. Bottom, center align, bottom. If I want it by the side, center, right align, bottom, middle, top. Right align, sorry, that was left align. Right align, but on top, middle, bottom. You see how beautiful it is? This is left align. It's already at the bottom. If I click the center, it goes there. At the bottom, at the top, it goes there. It just gives you power to control whatsoever you want to control. Gives you power to control whatever you want to control. But what if I don't want this thing to show like this? I don't want it to show like this, like the normal conventional text. I can actually say, okay, I want that text to be slanty. See where I am? Oh no, I don't want it that slant. I want it to be facing down. See? No, I want it vertical. Making sense? Do whatever you want to do. Just do whatever you want to do. Be in charge. This is what it does. Be in charge. Look at the most important ones. Just be in charge. If you want more, you come here and do more. But that's enough for what you want to do. If you want more, you come and do more. All right. All right, so what I did to bring it back was clicking on a particular tab twice, and then I brought it back to this point. So this gives you just power to keep your things the way you want. You are in charge. And guys, this will help you when you want to build dashboard with Excel. So you want let's say you're building dashboard with Excel, and by the side here, you want your text to be by the side. Sorry. You want it to be on the center by the side, and you want it to be slanty. So you're in charge. You can see you keep it by the side there. And of course, if you want to make it bigger, it's up to you. But you are in charge of whatever you want to do. And the most important thing is that you need to be in charge of Excel. Excel should not control you, because it can actually and easily control you, and you will be lost in it. All right, so let's move on. All right, so I'm going to come here and remove the merging, and here we are. I'll delete this. Okay, so is that clear, guys?
Very clear.
Okay. All right, so in the in on the Excel interface or on Excel worksheet, each of this is called Excel. It's called cell. Cell. Each of this is called cell. And Excel is actually reference for anywhere you put it. Here, for the fact that the Excel is here, to reference a particular cell, to know the name of this. When I mean reference, it's actually named. Every cell is unique. So all you need to do to know the cell it is, you go from up, is on the K column. On the K column, this is a column. The A to Z or to infinite number is called the columns. These are the columns. Columns are from the top to bottom. So it's on the K column. The rows are numbered. The columns are in alphabetical order. The rows are numbered. So what row is it? Say it's on this row. So I'm going to highlight it like this. Okay, so here we are. The point where they meet is the reference for this to this cell. And to know what the reference is, just need to click on that particular cell, and then you will see it here. K8. So it's gotten from the column name and the row name, K8. And with this method, no two cells can actually have the same reference, if that makes sense. So this is the column and this is the row. But anytime I want to select the entire column, I just need to click on the column. You can see as I hover on the column, my arrow goes down because it's actually going to select it to the bottom. And when I click it, it selects everything. If I want to select the entire row, when I come here, I click it. As I get close to this 8, it changes sideways because that's how it references. That's how it moves from left to right. So when I click on it, it selects it. That makes sense. So if I want to move a particular column, if I want to move it, make it bigger, I'll hover over here between two particular columns. My cursor will change to a double-headed side arrow and a line across. Whenever it does like that, all you need to do is to click on it, hold your mouse down, and expand it to as much as you want. Click on it, hold your mouse down, and you're in charge. Expand it to as much as you want. This also applies to the row. Now you can see what we have been able to do. And this can give you space to do whatsoever you want to do. Like I said, you have to be in charge. Don't allow a cell to take over what you are doing. All right. So like we did Control Z, like we did say that this is undo. If I click here, it will undo it. However, I can use my Control Z shortcuts keyboard shortcuts to undo the work I have done. All right, let's move on. So I have explained sheets and worksheets what they are. So let's say I have several worksheets. Like you can see here, I've explained worksheet and workbook what they are. I have several worksheets and there's so many, I don't even know how many they are and where they are. All I need to do is to hover to this point, watch here, to this point, see this arrow here, that's all I need. I'll just go to that arrow. When I move to that arrow, I will right click, just right click. And when I right click, as soon as I right click, all the all the worksheet comes out. The names of all the worksheet comes out. If I want to go to straight to that particular worksheet, I will just double click. I will go to filter, I will double click on it, and I am on filter. And that's how it is. Again, I want to navigate to a worksheet so fast. First of all, I need to see all the worksheet. I will just right click. It shows me, I will double click, and I am there. That's how simple it is. That is how simple it is. All right. So as you can see this worksheet, when you get to this, as you're seeing it, it looks like this is all that we have. It looks like all that we have in this is just here to here and up to this point. I can't remember. Honestly, it's not here. It doesn't end here. And this doesn't end here. No, they don't. You can actually keep increasing it. The truth is, it's not like it's infinite, but you can't exhaust it. I can assure you, you cannot exhaust this. I don't know the kind of work you'll be doing that you want to exhaust the space. One Excel workbook can give to you. Just one. The space it can give to you is enormous. I don't think you can exhaust it. I don't see reason to exhaust it actually. So to be able to access it, so if I click here, if I click on the arrow or I use my scroll wheel, I will be able to keep going. I'll just be able to keep going. See, it does not finish. My scroll wheel is faster than the arrow. If I come here, so my scroll wheel, it's not working. My scroll wheel only works from top to bottom. So let's say I am here now and I am lost. How do I find myself? I am lost here. How do I find myself? I need to look for home on my keyboard, on the keypad keyboard. Can't even find home. I can't find home. My keyboard does not have home. I need to be able to go to home, and when I click on it, I'll be able to find myself. I'll be able to find myself on the home page, at the beginning of the sheets. Can find home on my keypad. All right. Can't find home. So you can try it on yours. All right, so most times what I do is I just hold the bar and move up and then move down. And then move down. Okay, so let's move on. So now I am at the beginning here because I just scrolled up and left, and then I am there. So now to type on Excel, to type on a sheet, all you need to do is to click, just one click, not double click. Double click will make it put it in edit mode. But if you want to type, all you just need is to click on where you want to type, and you start typing. That's how easy it is. This is how easy it is to start typing. You don't need to bother yourself to say, no, you cannot see, the keyboard is not working, my cursor is not showing there. No, it's already selected. So start typing. Start typing. All right, so this is changed. So it's just go ahead and start typing. But this is something that happens in Excel. Having typed like this, and I want to type again, what happens is that it will overwrite what I typed. If I just select it just once and I type Kingsley, you can see the previous work is out. That's because that's the nature of Excel. It overrides what you do there. But to make it not to override, I can click on it. I can double click on it and then continue typing. Or what I could also do is to click on it and press F2. Here's my F2. F2, and where's my F2 here? So to be able to get F2, I don't know how it is on your keyboard, but most keyboard, your function key is actually a second function on your keyboard. So you need to press Fn and then press the F2. Fn is at the bottom, F2 is at the top from F1 to F12. They are the first set of keys. So to access the functionality of a function key, you need to press Fn, which is the main function keyboard by the side of your control key. And then hold it and then press F2. Then to go to edit mode. And this is the edit mode. And with this edit mode, I will not override what is there. Instead, I will just continue typing or editing. Right. So please, this is a very important one that can actually take control of you. All right.
I'm not sure I understand what you.
Okay, you want me to explain the edit mode again? Someone said something. Can you please repeat yourself? All right. I take it like you weren't talking to.
I think so.
Hear you. So I will continue. If you want to say something, you can raise your hand so we'll know who's talking. All right. So we'll move on. So if I want to select multiple cells, I can select it like this. I can select it like this. All I just need is to, if you're using your trackpad on your laptop, which is not easy to use with Excel, trust me, your mouse is the best friend when you're using Excel. If you're using your trackpad, all you need to do is to go there, click on what you want, right click on your trackpad, which is, so the left click on your trackpad, which is actually by the side of your trackpad, and then you go to the center with any of your fingers in the middle or the center of your trackpad and bring it down. Click at the end of your trackpad on your laptop and then go to the center of your track. While you're holding it, use another finger, go to the center of your trackpad and move it as much as you want, and you are highlighting. You're selecting multiple cells. And to save a workbook, all you need to do is, want to save all we have done, we right click and go to save as, you can save it as Excel, XLSX, which is the newest version. But you can also save it as an older version of Excel up to 2023, which is this. You can see it like this. This same work, you can save it as a comma separated value, delimited value, that or comma separated value, which is CSV here. And I will recommend that when you want to save, especially for the data analyst, if you want to save your file, your Excel file in CSV, I'm going to show you something here. You can see this CSV UTF-8 is here. There's also another CSV. Here we are Macintosh.csv, mx.csv. You can see all the differences. This one is also another generic CSV, but this is the one I would recommend you to save. This is a standard when you are working with data. The CSV UTF-8. This is a standard. Please take note of it. So, but most times when you want to save, you always want to save in the latest Excel version, which is SLSS. And we move on. So I am not going to save this. You can save it. You can also save your Excel, all the things you have done in Excel. You can still save it as a PDF. Vincent, please go ahead and ask. You can save it as a PDF file.
Yes, I don't know. Can you come again with a CSV? I couldn't catch up. You were saying something about saving CSV.
All right. So I said, most importantly for data professionals, when you want to save as CSV, there are multiple CSV formats here. The one for Macintosh, the one for MX Docs, the generic CSV, but there is also a UTF standard CSV. UTF standard CSV, which I will strongly recommend for everyone. UTF, I'll get it. So UTF stands for Unicode Transformation Format. This is the one you should work with. This is the one you should work with. I strongly recommend it, guys. This one, UTF. It will save you from a lot of trouble. And this should be able to work in all the other formats. This is a standard, but for software developers who are loading data into the database, for data professional, this is a standard. Please take note of it. All right, are we good, Vincent?
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, so let's move backwards. All right, so before we move on, okay, so that's how to save a workbook. To create an Excel file, you can go to File. File here, New. I'll go again. File, New. Now, when you come to this New, you will notice that different templates for Excel here. This is a blank workbook. This is the blank workbook that you usually see when you open a normal Excel file. Howbeit, if you don't want to start from a blank workbook, you can actually start with a template that is peculiar to the business, to what you want to do. You can start with a template. And here are different templates. This is calendar. This household to-do item. And these things are like models built to help you do your day-to-day activity, make things easy for you. So if you want to use something like track invoice, just simple, or this is sales track invoice tracker, or this little one, simple invoice. I'll click on it, and of course it's not by default on my system, so I will need to create it, which will download it. Because I'm using the latest version, it will download it, and you can see. So you can see an invoice tracker. It has already formatted the price for me on in UK with British pound, because that's what they expected that I am using. I think I actually set it up. I actually set up my Excel to use my office to always use UK local. We call it local. So now you can see the templates. This way, if you want to even run your normal business, this will help your life. You just come and you put some things. Now see what it has done. It's already calculated it for you. If I put quantity 10, I put description, okay, laptop, I put quantity 10, I put unit price 100, and then I put the discount I want to give as 20. I can see this is a discount I am giving. You can see everything is formatted. For this amount you have paid, you are paying for, the discount I'm giving for buying 10, I'm giving you 20 pound discount. This 100 times days times 10 will give you 1,000, minus 20 will give you 980. And this is how easy it is, just for you to use and by the time you're done with everything, it does the total calculation here for you. If you know the tax you're supposed to pay, you put the tax rate there. You put tax rate, you put its sales tax. It will calculate its sales tax for you. And if there's any other thing you need to put, you put there. And you see, it's telling you enter other amounts to be charged, if any. It's giving you, it's very descriptive. Enter the deposit amount, if any. And in the long run, it will tell you the total amount, and you're good to go. This is how simple it is. And it's already named as invoice. That is Excel for you, and very interesting. All right, so that's how to open a new Excel workbook or templates and use it. All right, so I'm closing it. Okay, that's a template that we just used there right now. Another thing I would like to show you is okay, so I talked about tabs here, tabs. These are tabs. There's also what we call group. So these are tabs. Everything inside here is ribbon, but there is what we call groups. This is a group. In each ribbon, there are groups. This is a font group. This is the alignment group, number group, style group, sales group, edit group. And say you want to, on your own, you want to create your own ribbon, or your own ribbon, group, or tab to make life easy for you. You can actually go to File, again, go to File, come to Options. Yeah, Option, you can see it at the bottom here. It may not be at the bottom, but look for it on your system. So you go to Option, So you go to customize ribbon. Customize ribbon. So these are all the ribbon. So say I want to actually add a new one, a new tab. I will not add a new tab and I will name it okay, so I will name it Kingsley because that's for me. So this is my custom tab. Again, I want to delete it first. I want to delete it or remove it. If I want to add a new tab, all I need to do, I am here, I need to go and say new tab. Look at it here, I'll click on new tab. And okay, so clicking on it, I will rename it. It has given it a name, I will rename it Kingsley. Let's say I want to give it an icon, Kingsley tab. So that particular tab should be, I want to use this. I want to use this one. And so this is the icon I want to give it. All right, so that is saved. Now let's go and look for my tab. Now where's my tab? Oh, it's showing new tab. No, I wanted to show my name. All right, so I'll go back there and check what happened, why is it showing new tab instead of my name. Customize ribbon, new tab, custom tab. Oh, okay. So I'll delete this one first. So this is the one I am on. New custom tab. I want to rename it to Kingsley. All right, so I will close this and you will see it's the Kingsley tab. You can see Kingsley. When I click on it, there's nothing on my ribbon. Can you see? There's nothing on my ribbon. Now let's go and add something to my ribbon. I'll go back to option, customize ribbon. I will hold it here and I'll add new ribbon. Can you see? New group. All right, so no, not group for now. I'll close this. So I'll hold this, I'll click on this, and then I will add, I want to add ribbon. These are ribbon by the left. So I want to, and these ribbons are list of things functions I usually do. Things like fill color. I like using fill color. I'll put it. When I click on it, I will add. Commands need to be added to a custom group. To create a group, pick a tab. All right, so I have a custom group created. So please, to create a group, pick a tab in the list, then click new group. All right, so I'll create a new group. I'll pick a tab. I'll create a new group. I'll call it, let me rename it. Edit my, I could call it my workspace. So I'll call it my workspace. All right, so I did not give it a nice icon. Let me try and give it a nice icon. I like this one. All right. So there now I can add this my fill color. You see it's under it. Font size, I will click it, I'll add it. Delete row, I will add it. Delete columns, I will add it. I will add increase font size. Format painter, I like this a lot. I will say new file. Things that you do all the time, insert rows and insert columns. Of course, if you don't like any one you want that you put here, let's say font size, I will click on it, I will remove it will go out there. So when I say okay, now I have been able to create a workspace for myself. And this is the group I told you about. Can you see my group name called Workspace? I can still go in there and create another group name. So it's about what you do, what you do frequently and how you do it. You can organize your own to make it easier for you to use Excel. See how powerful this tool is. You choose what you want to do. You be in charge, you control it. So that at any point in time, say you're doing a lot of data cleaning, you can put all the data cleaning stuff you want, functionality you want in a place. I call it data cleaning. So when it's time, you go to your name, go to data cleaning workspace and use it. That's it. That's putting you in control. That's taking charge of what you're doing. And you can see how powerful this thing is. So I will go back again and delete it because I don't need it for now. This is for training purpose. All right, so I'll go back to customize. And yeah, deleting this should be able to, yeah. So if I don't want, say I don't want, so if there is any ribbon, any tab you don't want, say you don't want formula tab on your, see this formula tab, or this, say this insert, you don't want it, you can come and untick it. When you untick it, you say, okay, you will see insert will disappear. Insert is no longer there. Anyone you think is not useful to you, just remove it. You can just untick it and you will see space. For some persons, they think developer tab is important to them. They add it. So I'll put this drawing and developer. I like developer. And where is developer? Yeah, this developer. I want the developer. And I'll say, okay. Now you see, I have developer and I have draw. Here is draw. So this is draw. I have draw. See, necessary? Don't think so, but it's there. So you can see my developer. Is it necessary? Yes, it is for me, for whatever I want to do, to develop anything I want to do. So just be in charge of Excel, guys. Be in charge of Excel. And this is little compared to what you can actually do with this amazing application. All right, checking my time. 1 hour is gone already. All right, so let's go about editing. Okay. Let's go about editing. So let's say I have a test. Like I told you, if I want to type a thing, I just need to click on it, I will say name. When I type name, if I want to go to the next cell under, after typing, I want to go to the next cell under, I will click enter. If I want to go up, I will click shift enter, it will go up. That's me using keyboard, no mouse. If I want to go sideways, I will click the tab key, and it will go. Enter again to come down. All right, so this is taking another. So this is where our trouble is. So, and then I will say data analyst. All right, so I think this column has been infected. This column has been infected with that formatting. So I will have to change it. Orientation. Bottom, no. Top, no. Center. Top indent, bottom justified distributed. Um, so give me that. That's what I want. Okay. So this is just mathematics I just did there. Just give it to me 0 degrees. It was giving me 90 degrees. All right. So, like I said, when you type on a thing, enter key brings you to the name, to the next name, to the next cell. Tab key takes you to, enter key brings you down. Tab key takes you to the right. Shift tab brings you Shift tab brings you back, takes you to the left. Tab takes you to the right. Shift enter takes you up. Enter takes you down. Does that make sense? All right, so the normal formatting that we already know, I want to make this bold. I like to make the column name bold. I will just highlight them. Just select one and go across left to highlight them. I'll do this, and then I have been able to make it bold. If I want to make it italics, I will come here, make it italics. If I want to make it only italics, I'll remove the bold. And the bold, I don't need to click. I just need to select this and Control B, I have made it bold. Control I have made it italics. Control U, I would have underlined it. And here we are. But I don't want to underline it, so I will remove the Control U. So on this space, say you want to be able to have some control about what you're doing. So you want to put a border. This is where you put a border here. So this is a border. If you click on this arrow, it will give you different borders. Now I want to take this one, outside box. Now you see, we have that outside box. If I want to make it like if I want to make it all border, you can see all border. Whatever you want to make it, you're just in charge. You are just in charge. If I don't want any border, I will say no border. If I want to put, if I want to make my work more, sometimes you want to highlight a particular, give a background to your work to give it a particular unique highlight for a reason. There is usually a reason. You can come here, or you want to give only the position highlight. You come here and you see this paint. This paint means you want to give it a fill under. That is a background. So people usually use this yellow to do their stuff. And this is how it comes out. And you have to use it for a reason. If you don't want it, you just remove it. No fill, and it's out. That's how simple it is. Of course, if you want to give your column color, you can give it a color. You still want to give it a fill. So since it is red there, I want to give it a kind of, let's see what will bring it out. Red and blue. Okay, so I'll just give you this this gray color. So I have given it a color under, and I have given it the font color red. But let's say I don't want the side of this font color. Of course, I can come here and give it any number I want. Remember? Can come here and give it any number I want. But what if I want to increase it in an ascending or decreasing order? You see this A up here, increase fonts. I will just keep clicking it. It keeps increasing it one step at a time. If I want to reduce it, I'll come to the other one, decrease font. It will keep reducing it one step at a time. And that's how this is how simple and interesting it is. Because in this place, so when you have 9, 10, 11, 12, you don't have 13, you have 14, 16, 18. So at some point you want a particular font. Of course, you can type the font. You don't have 13, I want to type 13. Okay, 13 is not so nice, I want 15. Instead of going to type, you can say, just click twice. Oh, okay, so it's moving by 2. So you can just come here and type 15, and then you enter, and you're good to go. How about I am working on this? Okay, so how about I'm working on this and I want it to be, if I want to align it, of course I will use my left, center, or right align, depending on what I want. Now, sometimes, guys, you may type something and they are not organized. You can type something, it's right align. Okay, so I'll move it like this is mostly what we see. It is right and left align, it is normal, but it actually went to stay at the top or at the top here. And you're like, why is this not sitting down or sitting on the bottom? You tried all you could. Just know that it is this alignment up there, top, middle, and bottom alignment that is controlling it. It's normally left aligned, but the tops, middle, and bottom controls a lot of things. So you go there and control it. I like having my stuff, and you see that a lot in tables. It's there in Microsoft Word or Office Word. So I'll go here. I like keeping it at the bottom. It gives me some sense of equilibrium and balance to keep it there. So I go there, click it, and it comes here to stay. All right, so if I want to, let's say, I want to indent it, I want to push it a little further to create a kind of children, hierarchical kind of thing. I could just highlight it and come here and see in decrease indentation, or you want to make it look like a paragraph, you come here and do this. All right, sorry, it's coming out, it's inside here. You see, the more you do it, the more it enters. If you want it backwards, you come here. Anyhow, any place you want it, it's fine. It does not mean it is not left aligned, it's still left aligned, but you created an indentation. All right, guys, so let's move on. So sometimes you want to create, you want to write something and the name is so big. So I did checker software tester and Scrum Master. Now I can see how it overflowed across two more cells. So for you to have it inside, you can just click where it is. You can see it's not covering here, and this is not neat. You can wrap it, you can wrap the text. If you click on wrap the text, it comes in and stays in there. If I unwrap it, it overflows. But if I don't want to wrap it, I can actually come here, move it to this point, and it will still stay in one line. So, but if I wrap it like this now, there is no problem. But since I have already wrapped it, if I push it backwards, it will show you it's now hidden on it's now hidden under behind the next cell. So if I click here and click here again, I open up this. But you need to have a good reason to want to create this kind of gap because you need consistency in your work. All right, so let's move on, guys. So in the place of, all right, guys, are we good? Am I too fast? How is it going? Talk to me, please. Guys, talk to me.
It's okay.
Okay. All right, so let's continue. Sometimes you come to an application, a sheet, you want to find a particular thing. You want to find people. Anywhere there is a tester, there are so much. You don't like the word tester or software tester. You want to replace it with quality assurance. You just want to find something and replace. All you need to do is say Control F. So Control F will help you find it. So I can go and say software tester, and I can find the next step, which you can see it has helped me find the next step. But if I want to find all, I just need to click find all. You can see it has helped me find all here. It's telling me the sheet, the book name, it's telling me the sheets, the particular cell where they are, and the value. These are the two places where we have software tester, and that's it. So what if I want to find and replace? Everywhere you see software tester, put quality assurance engineer. So find and replace means it will find software tester, replace it with quality assurance engineer. If you want it to replace one, fine. If you want it to replace all, fine. One will replace the first one it finds. Replace all will replace everything. So I will go for replace all, but you must know what you want and go for it. So, and how we go, it says all done, we made two replacements. Okay. And that's it, guys. You can see it's all changed. Quality assurance engineer, and Scrum Master. Everywhere it says quality assurance, software tester, it changes to quality assurance engineer. And that is it about find and replace. Sometimes you may not remember the Control F, which is very popular. You can actually come here. Where is the search? Yes, you can see the search icon. You can come here, find and select. So when you click it down, you can see find, you can see replace. And if you want to click, there's also another one called go to. I would say go to, what's faster than scrolling or jumping, go to let you jump right to the specific page, line, footnotes, comment, or other places in your cell. So let's say I want to go to, oh, sorry. 60, Q60. See here it is, Q and 60. That's where it took me to. How about to tell you that, okay, I want to go to spatial. Go to spatial, I want to go to a particular, so you choose what you want, where you want to go to. You can choose formula, you can choose constraint, row difference, you can choose anything you want to go to. And when you choose it, of course, so we don't have formula there. If we had formula, I would have said take us there. When you click on where you want to go to, and then you say, okay, it takes you straight to that place. That's what go to spatial does. There's no cell found for this one I selected. All right, so this is it. And go to shortcut is Control G. Okay. Sometimes you have numbers. So I have cells. We'll see here doing this thing. All right, keep misbehaving. You cannot control me, told you. So say we have numbers. Notice what happens. By default, this is how you know numbers. Tests are left aligned in Excel by default. You can see this is default behavior, and numbers are right aligned. This is default behavior in Excel. Please take note of that. Not just in Excel, in Power Query. This is default behavior. Please take note of that. So you can see it has aligned this way. If I want this to be money, so if I want it to represent money, I just need to okay. So I can right click and go to number formatting. I can go to number formatting, or I can come here, number format, or I can come here, right click and say format cell. So these are the two places, format cell or number, click here, number formatting. So I'll click there. So when I click there, you can see most of the group, it already has it. This is number, this is alignment. We also have fonts, and then it didn't give us all the group, but we have a fill and protection, but it didn't give us all the group here. So on number formatting, if I want to change this to money, I'll go to currency. You can see here. Again, I will come back here. See this arrow here. Open it, go to this place. So this is already showing me in pounds. But if you want a different money, you can click here. Let's say you're working on US data and the money is in pounds, in dollars, you can click there and choose. If it's in Naira, you can also choose. So you can see, and you see the Naira and all the different languages we have here. So we have the Edo, Fulani, Hausa, Ibibio, Igbo, Kanuri, whatever it is, they are all using Naira. You can see the Naira shape there. And you can calculate what you want to calculate. I am in the UK, so I would use the United Kingdom English. So I'll start with this number here. Okay, so asking you, how do you want negative number to show? Is it to show as minus or to show as red? So I like it to show as minus, that's what it is, or minus red. But no, this minus red sometimes will affect your formatting, your conditional formatting. So keep it simple. Just keep it simple the way it is, and you're good to go. So this is it. And if I want to say I want 2 decimal places after the money, you know how you have pence and a kobo. If you want 2 decimal places, you put it. If you want it more than 2, you can increase it. Well, 2 is a standard, so I leave it like that, and I will move on. So this has changed. This has changed to money. And you can do this for any of the formatting that you have there. You have accounting, go and research the difference between currency and accounting. Then you can have dates. So say we have dates. So we have dates. I would say days